Rattle 14. 3 stories. First story. All right. First story is about um this family that's supposed to inherited it. I mean, when they found their uncle died, their uncle's gonna pass them a lot of money. But if one of them die, the money goes on to the next family member that has to divide it. It's pretty much like the dead uncle had this last wish when each of the family members we got a cup family, you got this guy who's like by himself, but he's a family member. I guess he's a cousin or something. Um, I think they pretty much have like 3 sets of families, something like that, and they each of them had to rate like 4 pieces of a comic book that their uncle was like. He was a horror movie guy. Like I think he directs horror movies, creates horror movies, creates comic books, and he was mad at people stealing his ideals, so he locked himself in his house. I could be wrong though. I mean, I'm not good at even though it was in a subtitle. I'm flowing with it, by the way. But each of the family members supposed to take out these comic books, right? And it has like different characters. One was like this short midget ticky guy. He has like this order when he wants to kill his mom because his mom left him behind, pretty much, I guess. One was this woman who plays the piano. One is a Dracula ripoff. One is this woman. She got mad that her hair got cut. She turned into a warthog. These are like 4 different monsters. Plus, you got a 5th monster in the first part of the story. So anyway, like they don't take care of the comic book pages, or I guess the cousin he threw away the comic book pages. Another set of families threw away the comic book pages, and I guess the young guy, I guess the cousin, I guess he was the first one to die from the ghost lady with the long hair that turned into a warthog pig. And later on, the family members found out that he's dead, so they decided to go back to the house and find out what's going on. Like why are these characters coming to life on pages, and they got stuck into the house, and the monsters come after them, and they have to like survive the day, try to survive. And later on, you see this little mysterious boy, right, who ended up having special powers. He was entertaining one of the survivors, which was another little boy, and one of and the father, one of the father of the family members with the glasses, ended up going to find the origin about these monsters, and he found out that their uncle created a 5th monster, and the 5th monster happened to be the boy with the magic powers, who happens to be a devil, and he's evil, and he's like the most powerful, who could control the monster, and he's evil. And he went up against the family, like battling them and using his powers against them, and then later on in the movie the door opens up, and I don't want to spoil too much, I'm gonna leave it as this. But I only tell you one part of this ending, the first story. The only thing I hate about it is that the most unlikable fucking character in this whole fucking franchise, and it's the first story, the first episode in Shaking Rattle 14, the one I'm showing you now. The most unlikable character end up surviving at the end of the fucking episode. And I hate unlikable characters. I want them dead. When you see a horror movie, you want unlikable characters dead. But it looked like unlikable character survived, and I guess in a way I have to understand why the fat bitch had to survive. But yeah, I'll say she's the mother to be abusing the little boy. Yeah, the bitch survived. But I can understand why, because let's just say her son she was abusing, well, let's say the devil boy kind of passed the torch to him in a way. Let's put it like that. Now we get the second story about military soldiers. I don't know what war they were fighting, but they were fighting like soldiers, and they found out that there was these people that died, and they had to move up north, and they ended up finding like these zombie type of creatures, like zombie monsters. And the second story is not really new. We always see military fighting zombies, or Nazi zombies, for example. It's really nothing new in the genre. But yeah, just pretty much what the second story is. It's like the military guys shooting up the place. They decided to head up north, and they camped out in a small village. And this boy who was a survivor of one of the attacks, telling him he would lead the soldier up to find the rest of their men. And they end up finding the military soldiers. They're like zombie-like, and so the military soldiers end up becoming zombies too. So the humans have to fight the zombies out. And then later on, they found out that one of the colonels or the general was alive, and he's a zombie now, and he's leading his men, to build his platoon, you know. And then while the humans fight off the zombies, and one of them survived, and you know, take your wild guess what the twist ending is. I don't have to tell you that part. It's pretty obvious who won the second episode. Um, then you got the third story. The third story I like. You know, the third story I like. You got these couple. Suddenly a mysterious attack happened in the mall, and the guy, he got stuck in the mall. He looking for his girlfriend with help of a few survivors, and they had to survive in the mall. Like they got stuck in the mall, but it was destroyed, and they had to survive the rumbles, and they had to survive these alien-like monsters, you know. And it's pretty obvious what went on. It was pretty obvious that that alien attack just happened, and you know, once the two couples walk out, it's pretty obvious to see what was going on out once they got out the mall. You see this spoilers, of course. You see a big alien invasion attack, and you see all these alien monsters that will attack them in the mall. They're out in the open, like invading Earth pretty much. And then the alien comes out and starts telling the two couples, "You are the chosen one for the commandment of the new world, and you have twins inside of you, and the twins are what we called Cain and Abel." How funny that is. Um, the Invasion Chicken Level 14. I did enjoy it. It wasn't bad enough. I think the third story was my favorite. You know, I like these CGI alien monsters, how they look. You know, sci-fi alien monsters like. Um, the first story I liked it too. I just didn't like the unlikable character surviving. You know, but the first story was good. Second story, it was good too, but it was nothing new at the same time. All in all, Chicken Level 14. I say go get it if you're a fan of the franchise. I keep on saying it in a lot of blogs, I guess, when I review this series. Again, you're a fan of Chicken Level Filipino horror series, anthology horror. Definitely pick it up. I mean, me, you know, I love anthology horror movies in general, so yeah, see a lot of them in this channel page, and more to come also. Anyway, peace, guys. See you later.